Okay, let's unpack this. The Hyundai Santa Fe has, well, completely changed its skin. It went
Hmm.
from that sleek, kind of curvy crossover look to this bold, unapologetic, rectangular box.
Yeah.
For you, if you're listening and you prioritize maximum function, volume, this radical 2026 redesign might just be, well, huge.
What we're really looking at here is a deep dive into a deliberate shift. This isn't just a facelift, right?
Not at all.
It's Hyundai making a really hard pivot towards pure utility,
Hmm.
but premium utility.
Hmm.
So our mission, basically, is to pull together all the specs, the reviews, everything we've got,
Right.
and figure out if this SUV box actually delivers. Does it give you the space, the luxury, the practicality without, killing the driving experience?
And we're covering it all from the look that everyone's talking about to some important engineering fixes under the hood, too.
Exactly.
So let's start with that exterior, that statement piece. Hyundai clearly designed the 2026 Santa Fe to be, well, polarizing.
Oh, absolutely. And the sources we looked at, they suggest Hyundai totally succeeded there.
Yeah, you think. This new cubic look, it's such a massive departure from the older, softer lines. It leans really heavily into that utilitarian vibe, almost like a Land Rover Defender or maybe a Bronco, that kind of thing.
It's a fascinating gamble, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're essentially trading, well, sleekness, aerodynamic efficiency
Mm.
for just getting as much space inside as possible.
Carom internal volume.
Precisely. But the design isn't just rugged. It's got this aggressive modern edge, too.
Mm.
You see that in those distinctive H-shaped LED lights.
Oh, yeah, front and back.
Front and back.
Yeah.
That signature lighting gives it a modern, almost futuristic feel,
Mhm.
even though the basic shape is, like you said, kind of rooted in old-school utility.
Okay, so if the outside is screaming function, the inside is meant to be all about comfort, right? You step inside, and the whole concept is something Hyundai calls the terrace. What does that actually mean for the driver in practical terms?
Well, the terrace idea, it's really about emphasizing horizontal lines, creating this open, continuous layout across the dashboard. It's designed to make it feel wider, more spacious,
Yeah.
like a comfortable, functional, almost living space inside your car.
Right, like an open plan car.
Or sort of, yeah. And they've integrated storage really cleverly, focused on upscale materials to match that feeling, especially if you splash out for the top calligraphy trim.
That calligraphy trim does sound genuinely luxurious. Sources mentioned high-quality Napa leather, that open cabin feel, and we know it comes standard with 3 rows, seat 7.
Correct. Or you can get the second row captain's chairs, which drops it to 6, but feels maybe a bit more premium back there.
But here's the thing, right? This brings us to a trade-off that seems immediately obvious from the reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the whole point of the boxy exterior is maximizing volume. The sources are pretty much unanimous on one key flaw.
The third row.
Exactly. It's still notably tight back there.
Yeah, it seems like even with stretching the wheelbase and squaring off the back, they just couldn't carve out truly adult-friendly space in that third row.
So despite the shape, it's mostly for kids. Or like really short trips.
Pretty much. If you're cross-shopping this with, say, a Hyundai Palisade or a Kia Telluride, you need to know you're not getting the same kind of third-row usability. That volume, it seems, went somewhere else.
Okay, so where did that volume go? This brings us to the tech, I guess.
And this is where, arguably, the Santa Fe really makes its case. The technology packed into this cabin is seriously impressive for the segment.
Like what? What's the highlight?
Well, the centerpiece has got to be that digital cockpit. You get these dual 12.3-inch curved panoramic displays. They merge the driver's cluster and the infotainment screen into one seamless unit.
Wow, okay. That sounds high-tech.
It looks it, too. Gives the whole dash this very clean, modern flow. Definitely helps justify those luxury aspirations.
And crucially, did they fix the connectivity thing? Wireless CarPlay, Android Auto.
Yes, that's standard now on most trims.
Mm-hmm.
Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Finally, no more fumbling with cables just to get your maps up.
Thank goodness, that's a big one.
And the smart features go beyond that, too, because they're serious about modern convenience. You get the digital key, too.
Right, using your phone or watch as the key.
Exactly. Unlock,
Yeah.
start the car, even share temporary access with someone else's phone. Plus, a small thing, but huge for families, a dual wireless charging pad.
Oh, that's smart. 2 phones at once up front.
2 phones charging simultaneously, no more fighting over the charger.
Okay, but back to the space. This is where the boxiness really pays off, right? The cargo area.
This is the aha moment.
Yeah.
Absolutely. When you fold down those second and third rows, flat.
Completely flat.
Pretty much flat, yeah. The sources confirm the Santa Fe offers class-leading cargo space. We're talking nearly 79 cubic feet.
79, that's huge. What is that in liters?
Let's see, around 2,254 liters. No main competitor in this three-row midsize segment really beats that usable volume.
So perfect for hauling gear, camping trips, big Costco runs.
It's an organizational dream, exactly.
Yeah.
And one more thing, speaking of practical details. They tucked this unique little feature into the console, a UVC sterilization tray.
Seriously. Like for cleaning stuff.
Yeah, you can pop your phone, keys, wallet, whatever small high-touch items in there, and it uses UV light to sterilize them while you drive.
Huh. That's actually pretty clever. Speaks to that family focus.
Definitely. Okay, let's shift gears. Under the hood, there are two main powertrain options and, importantly, a big engineering fix.
Okay, lay them out.
First, you've got the heavy hitter, the 2.5-liter turbo gasoline engine. Puts out a healthy 277 horsepower and 422 newton meters of torque.
So pretty punchy for a family SUV.
Yeah, acceleration is strong. Sources clocked at around 7.9 seconds, 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, so it moves.
And the other option? The efficiency play.
That's the 1.6-liter turbo hybrid. The AGV, combined output is lower, 231 horsepower, but the real story there is fuel economy.
How good are we talking?
Exceptionally good. Around 5.6 to 6.9 liters per 100 kilometers. That's highly competitive, especially if you do a lot of city driving.
Okay, but you mentioned a crucial fix. What was that about?
Right. This involves the transmission paired with that stronger 2.5-liter turbo engine. This is important.
Why? What did they change?
They specifically got rid of the dual-clutch transmission, the DCT, that they used in previous models with this engine.
Ah, the DCT. That had some issues, didn't it?
It had a reputation, yes. Some found it jerky at low speeds, and there were some reliability concerns floating around. So they replaced it with a much smoother and hopefully more reliable 8-speed conventional automatic transmission.
So like a traditional automatic.
Exactly. And reviewers unanimously noted a significant improvement in daily driving. Smoother shifts, less hesitation, especially in traffic or when parking. It's a big upgrade for just living with the car.
That sounds like a really positive step for quality and, long-term peace of mind.
Definitely a consumer win.
Okay, if the engineering focus shifted to smooth shifts and that comfy terrace interior, did that mean sacrificing something else? Like, how does it actually handle?
Yes. Here's the other side of the coin. This is probably the single biggest critique across all our sources.
Okay.
Because that suspension is tuned so heavily for comfort to make the ride feel plush.
Right. To deliver on that terrace feeling.
Exactly. The downside is the handling dynamics. Reviewers noted significant body roll.
Meaning it leans a lot in corners.
Yeah, it can feel quite floaty or unsettled during sharp turns or even quick lane changes at speed. It basically trades sharp, engaging handling entirely for passenger comfort.
So not exactly sporty then.
Not even close. And that focus on soft comfort, combined with a, big boxy profile, leads directly to the second major operational critique.
Which is?
Noise isolation.
Okay. So it's not that quiet inside.
Apparently not, especially at higher speeds. Specific reports mention weak road and wind noise isolation, particularly once you get above, say, 120 kilometers per hour.
That kind of undercuts the luxury feel they're going for, right? Especially in that expensive calligraphy trim.
It does. If Hyundai wants this to compete with genuine premium rivals, and the pricing suggests they do, that high-speed noise intrusion needs more work. You can have lovely Napa leather, but if there's a constant drone on the highway...
Yeah, it spoils the effect. Okay, let's pivot to safety. Seems like it's packed with features, but there was some interesting variation in the ratings depending on where you are.
It's a good case study, actually. It definitely features the comprehensive Hyundai Smart Sense suite. Forward collision avoidance, lane keeping assist, smart cruise control with stop and go, all the expected stuff.
Right.
And in the U.S., the IIHS gave some trims its highest award, the Top Safety Pick Plus Safety. That's a big deal. Recognizes excellent crash protection and the advanced safety tech.
Okay, so why only a 4-star rating from Euro NCAP for the standard trims in Europe? What's the difference?
It often comes down to the base-level equipment strategy. The difference usually lies in things like maybe more advanced pedestrian detection systems or, critically, the performance of the standard headlights.
Ah, the headlights. That catches a lot of cars out.
It does. So our sources suggest the standard European trims might lack some specific hardware, or maybe the lighting isn't quite efficient enough to hit that 5-star threshold. It means, as a buyer, you'll often have to step up to a higher trim level to get the absolute maximum safety package. Something to be aware of.
Good point. And before we synthesize all this, we have to mention the warranty, right? That's always been a big Hyundai selling point.
Well, absolutely. The powertrain warranty is still industry leading. It's a massive statement of confidence. 10 years or 100,000 miles.
Or 160,000 kilometers.
Right. That kind of coverage provides significant peace of mind. Very few competitors can match that.
Okay. So let's pull all these threads together now. We've got this bold, high-tech box,
Yeah.
unmatched cargo space, but also some pretty significant compromises in driving dynamics and maybe aesthetics for some people.
Yeah, when you boil it down, the 2026 Santa Fe is defined by a series of really aggressive trade-offs. The pros are clear and compelling, best-in-class cargo capacity, absolutely loaded with standard tech, those screens, wireless everything, dual charging.
Powerful engine options, too, and that crucial transmission fix.
Exactly. Big pluses. But the cons are equally stark. That overly soft suspension causing noticeable body roll, the weak noise isolation at speed.
The controversial rear-end styling, which some reviews called van-like.
That came up a lot. And that tight third row. Plus, the non-hybrid fuel economy isn't exactly stellar compared to some rivals.
So when you stack it up against competitors, Kia Sorento, maybe the Mazda CX-90, even something like the Geely Manjaro in some markets, where does the Santa Fe land?
It really lands as the pragmatic champion, I think. It clearly targets the family buyer who uses their SUV as a proper utility vehicle. Someone who prioritizes sheer volume, easy digital access, and that long-term warranty value over, say, razor-sharp handling or traditional luxury prestige.
And the pricing reflects that, right? Premium utility.
It does. Starts around, what, $36,400 US,
Yeah.
and climbs up towards $49,000. Or for listeners in the GCC, that top calligraphy trim is around 183,000 Saudi riyals.
So the value proposition is you get maximum size and tech for your money.
That seemed to be the pitch. So, wrapping it up, what does this all mean for you, the potential buyer? The Santa Fe 2026 deliberately traded smooth aerodynamics for just cavernous internal volume. It's packed an incredible tech punch and is backed by that killer warranty.
It's a super pragmatic, high-tech choice.
If you're willing to live with those handling trade-offs, the slightly floaty ride, and if that very tight third row isn't a deal breaker for your family's needs.
Right. So Hyundai built this thing for function first, really embraced the box. And here's the final thought to chew on. Will this bold, utilitarian, boxy design actually influence the future? Will we see competitors prioritizing cargo volume over sleek styling?
Or is this just a niche experiment?
Yeah.
Temporary detour that won't really stick in the long run? It's interesting to consider, what matters more in a family SUV today? Usable space or sleek speed and sharp looks?
Something to definitely mull over as you weigh your options.